Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nashley, and today this is what we're doing. These were the vases that I picked up at Goodwill in my last haul, and I've made them over using two different techniques. So if you're interested in learning how to create similar looks with your vases at home, then please stay tuned. Okay, so the whole gang's here. My daughter is right on the table here watching me. The dog is here watching me. And now you guys are here watching me. So today we're doing that baking soda powder paint, and we're doing it on this bowl. I'm trying to get that cement looking type of paint. So I have Apple Barrel White. It's an acrylic paint. This is also an acrylic paint in the Apple Barrel Jet Black. And then I have a sample paint that I got from Behr. It's the Premium Plus and Eggshell French Gray is the color. So I've had this for a while. And of course, we've got baking soda because it wouldn't be anything without the baking soda. I have my container to mix the paint in, and then I have my brush. And yes, this is a very small brush. I don't know where my big one is. So we're just gonna go with it, okay? First and foremost, we have to clean the bowl. Okay, and I'm taking my thieves, trusted thieves. And we are cleaning the bowl so that we're not, it's actually pretty dirty. That's kind of nasty. I'm gonna start with the gray. Mix it up. I am a strong, independent woman, and I don't need anybody to open this. Okay, I'm going to dip. Yep, that's good. Then we're gonna do white. Okay, that's pretty good. A lot more, because that's a lot of surface area to cover. Right. A lot more white. This is what the color is looking like. I think it's looking very much like cement. Okay, and now we're gonna add some baking powder. Okay, we're going with it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's working out pretty good. Happy accidents. That's the texture that I like. I'm gonna start on the outside. We're just going to paint it. That's looking pretty good. Okay, and we're continuing on. Okay. And this is what it's looking like so far. I think it's looking good. It's looking good. So we're gonna continue on. I think I decided to paint the outside first because I can hold on to the inside of the bowl and, like, you know, move it around better. Hey. You're gonna fall. You are? She literally said, no, I won't. Did you hear that? She's gonna have a lot of attitude. I can already tell. I don't know where she's getting that from. Because it's not from me. It almost seems like some spots have really deep holes in it. So like when I paint over it, there's like a black hole. So I was just trying to cover that. So let me show you what it's looking like. All right, guys, this is what it's looking like so far. And the inside, of course, the paint is still wet, so it's looking real glossy, but it'll matte down once it's dry. I love that it looks like, I don't know if it's unfinished or just imperfect. Like, it looks organic. All right, guys. It is a couple hours later, and the bowl is dry. I don't think it needs a second coat. It looks pretty well coated, so I'm gonna leave it as is. And as you can see, it's no longer glossy, it's matte and feels like a matte, gritty ceramic bowl. Feels good, it looks good. I think I might want to go in with a black and like a fan brush and kind of like dry out the black on a napkin and just go over a couple spots just to make those little indentations pop even more. So I'm gonna open this black. I just plopped a little black dot of paint there, and I'm gonna take a little fan brush. Look at me YouTubing like this, and I'm just gonna dip the little tips in it and kind of fan it out and just, yeah, like Bob Ross up in here. You can barely tell, but there is like it's just creating shadows. If you put too much on your brush, it'll look like this. So I'm gonna go over it with some gray paint so that it doesn't look like that, because it's just a little bit too rough for my liking. But and then I'll kind of dip my brush in that gray again, and I'm just gonna go over that spot now. That hit it a little bit better. So that's it, you guys. I think I'm done. I don't want to overdo it because then it's just not going to look the way I want it to. But I think this is the finished look. I think it looks cool, huh? So while that one is drying, we're going to go ahead and clean this vase as well using and I'm just going to wipe the surfaces of this vase. Oh, it's got tag. I feel like the inside of this one is actually really nasty. This is one of the vases I thrifted last time where I thought it said utensils, but it just says catcher, so it says kitchen catcher. I'm not sure why, but I am going to. Wow, very eventful. Okay. Now, where were we? I saw this on YouTube. I will link down below who I saw it from. So he basically just put caulk on this and then just took a comb and kind of like, like brushed it, and it looked cool. It looked like a textured. That's it. It looked textured. I know how to use this. Okay, let's see if that does the trick. Okay. So that it's empty. I need to get it together. That was crazy. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the gun that it comes with and I'm just gonna squeeze the caulk. That's gonna take a long time. We ain't got that time. We don't have that time. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll put some gloves on. Okay, that was just a dry piece, I think. Let's see if I can show you here how I'm doing it. Up here, I'm just gonna, yeah, you see that's working better. I think the pieces that are coming out first are just a little dry, so I'm just gonna continue adding more, but it's essentially the look that I want. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Once I could get that caulk to work, it's kind of easy. Okay. Look at the texture on this. It is super duper textured. I'm gonna come across and I'm going to see. So I'm not worried about the color peeping through because I am gonna go over it with paint. So you won't be able to see that color too much. Okay, you guys, that's it. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I'm gonna let this dry and then we're gonna paint it.
Okay, you guys, this is literally the coolest thing. Look at it. It's all dry. And I mean, you can still see the color. You can kind of tell like the knife and the spoon were there and then like the words, but when it's painted, I think it's gonna look, this is like blown up. It's gonna look super cool and I love that texture. It's so organic. So I'm gonna paint it as well. So I have these colors and I'm thinking I want like, I made the last one beige or gray, and then the one before that I made it beige. So I used this color, but maybe if I use this color with a little bit of black, it might make a cool color. So I'm gonna try that. I'm just mixing up some colors here. A little bit of beige. A touch of black. Mix it up and see what color that makes. This is an oil. Okay, this is an oil paint. So I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work out. It's in a yellow ochre color. I don't know where that's gonna work. It's a little bit darker than the other bowl, and it is kind of looking like a brownish gray, which I'm like better than the light gray. So I'm just gonna go with it, and we're just gonna paint it. We're gonna just go for it. That's actually a really nice color. It's what I've learned today is that beige and black make gray. So if you didn't know, now you know. Like, I don't know if you can see like yellow coming out, but this is the color. I think it's super cute. It's a little bit different. I totally touched the paint on the side. But it's totally different in my opinion. If you ask my husband, he would say it's exactly the same color. It's looking pretty close. Not gonna lie. And I like to paint the parts that are visible. I'm not gonna paint the whole inside. That's probably as far as anybody's gonna see. Perhaps I will go over with some white. Probably gonna use the same like little fan brush and go into the little lines with a little bit of white so that it kind of pops a little bit more. Because it looks good right now. It's not that it doesn't. I just kind of want the texture to pop out more. Okay. We're just gonna let that dry up and I will be back.
Okay, it's much later now. I did a lot of things. I'm tired, but this puppy's dry. And my plan was to kind of go into those little spots with a little bit of white. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just, actually, That actually looks really cool. So I'm just kind of going through. Oh no, that's a lot. That's too much. That's too much. No. Okay, did I save it? Oh God. I'm just gonna continue. I'll worry about that spot later. It's probably because I'm eating. Don't put so much paint on your brush and go lightly. Yeah. Is that right? You see, that was just a bit much. But it's okay to have some spots that I thought it's, you know, a little bit more white than others. That's organic, I think. I don't want a big old white spot like I had it earlier. This kind of went in a totally different direction. Like I was not planning on doing this. Okay. I think I like it. I think I like it. It looks very aged and antiqued, and I love the texture. So this is what it ended up looking like. I think it looks really cool. It looks like something you would pay a lot of money for at a really expensive store. But we didn't pay that much for it. So as you can see, I kind of like the little white, the little fan brush with the white very lightly going over it kind of added a very cool, like multi-dimensional look. Kind of brought out the cracks and it just looks aged. And I think it looks cool. All right, you guys, like this video, comment down below which vase was your favorite, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on that bell notification so that you are notified when I post new videos too. All right, until next time, bye.